Okay, hope everyone able to my screen.
Yes.
So
Yeah, thank you. Great. Okay, first we'll see, in general in the Artwell application, how will you find, this table information in on-premise applications? Okay, here I'm calling on-premise application a keyword. So what is mean by on-premise applications here? Anyone knows? What is the mean by on-premise application?
On-premise means everything is maintained by client itself, like
Client
database
itself.
maintenance.
Yeah, nothing but it's our Artwell application. Okay, it's a non-cloud system. Okay, any non-cloud system we call as an on-premise system. So in our example, our on-premise system is Oracle ERP Artwell application. It's clear? Okay. So for our on-premise applications, especially for Artwell, how will you find the table information? For example, so-and-so table I am not able to find. I want to see the complete the table structure. I want to see the table structure, or I need to find some PL/SQL packages, or I need to find some AR diagrams related to my DB objects. So in generally, how will you find in our Artwell? Where you find your repository?
By using help diagnostics, we can go.
Help diagnostics is nothing but it will provide the last query something. I want to see something, your table length and all. I want to see the table data type and the data type size and the dependencies and the foreign keys and the primary keys.
Oracle TRM.
Yes, ETRM, exactly, correct, good catch. So we are finding an ETRM. Similarly, here also Oracle is providing a kind of ETRM facility for us. Here we can find only the tables information, web services information, or REST APIs, web services, and tables and dependencies. And you can find the manuals, guides, videos, and all you can find from docs.oracle.com. There is a website is there, docs.oracle.com. It will act similar to your ETRM. Okay, you can find the complete SaaS application related information from docs.oracle.com. Okay, so simply you can search with docs.oracle.com here. Do we have any freshers here?
What results is it?
yes, sir.
Okay, then yeah, great. So this is docs.oracle.com. You can find your complete information of your, your SaaS application. This is your cloud application. Just click on the cloud applications. This is the cloud application. Okay. So here, human capital management, enterprise resource planning, supply chain management, and the data cloud and the business analytics and NetSuite application site, so on. So the complete ERP application related information you can find here. This is SCM related, ERP related, financials, procurement, and so on. So this is HCM. And one more thing, do we have any HRMS or HCM specialists are there in our participants? Human capital management or human resource management system, HRMS specialist, anybody is there in our participants? Any HRMS specialists? Okay then, hope no one on HRMS, I believe. If anyone working on only human capital management or human resource management system, just raise your hand so that I can plan accordingly my topics and all. Okay. Okay. So for example, just I'm clicking on here, enterprise resource planning, the financials. Just click on the financials here. So in the financials, now we are in 21C version. You see, now we are in 21C version. You can find the top last 4 versions information you can find from docs.oracle.com. Okay, 21C, 21B, 21A, and 20B. Very soon we may see 21D. Okay, now we are in 21C. If you see here the left side, couple of panes are available here. This is all books, nothing but you can find all your guides. How to start with Oracle Cloud applications and how to start with financial implementations. And here analytics and reports for financials and how to use the assets, how to use the common futures, how to use the finance expenses, nothing but these are financials related implementations, financial related guides, since we are in a financial track. Okay, this is financials for Asia Pacific, EMEA, Americas, public sector. You can find the complete guides using how to use a general ledger, how to use the lease accounting and payables, invoice to pay and receivables, credit, cash, forms information. And you can find the implementation information here. How to implement the assets, nothing but if you want to implement financials to your business, you need to guide or you need to go through these implementations. If you need any information from anywhere, I want to implement assets for my business. So if you need any information related to assets, simply just you can go through this, assets implementation guide. Okay. Okay, so moreover, as a technical, we will not going through these all books. This is API and schema. So this is API and schema, especially you can find the REST APIs for common features in Oracle Application Cloud. The same way you can find the REST APIs for Oracle Financial Cloud. You can find the REST APIs. REST APIs is nothing but a kind of web service. Okay. You can find the REST APIs and web services. So web services and REST APIs against your financials you can find. Just click on REST APIs here. You can find the complete financial related REST APIs you can find here. These are complete financial REST APIs. In that you can know the generic one. This is invoices. This is invoice related REST APIs. You can find the complete endpoints here. And this is create an invoice, cancel an invoice, create an invoice. The method is post and this is your endpoint URL. Similarly, you can find the REST SOAP web services or financials. So if you want to automate the process, you may go for these, web services from legacy systems to your cloud system or cloud system to cloud system. In between, OIC will act to transmit the data between both systems. Okay. This is your.
Hi, sir. Gopal here.
Yeah, Gopal.
Here, all URLs will be constant or it will change?
It will change against your product.
Okay.
URL will be changed, but the concept was same.
Concept wise same means.
Yeah, you can find the same information for procurement. You can find the same information for SCM.
What I meant to say is, for example, we have two projects. In first project for invoice, that URL will be same, as well as for second project also for invoice URL will be same. It will not.
Yeah,
change.
It will be same. Correct. Exactly.
Okay.
It will be same for that. Okay. Okay. So this is related to your web services. So in that you can find one of the generic web service journal, which is known, everyone known about the journals, in order to import the data from journals to your application. So this is your endpoint URL. This is endpoint URL and this endpoint URL followed by these methods. So in that we are going to use import journals in order to, import the journals from your on-premise system or from any systems to your SaaS application, your cloud system, cloud Oracle system. So these are where you can find your REST APIs and web services. Similarly, you can find here a couple of videos, short videos, very, very short videos would be available here. If you want to go through, just you can go through later, just a samples, short videos would be available here. Just you can go through the same if you want. This is top task. Again, you can see a couple of categories. How to use the financials, here. the same, the concept wise, you can see these moreover into functional. How to use the financial, for example, I want to use in the general ledger, capture general transactions. There is a guide would be available here. Just you can go through the same. This is manage budgets. This is close accounting period. Manage intercompany transactions. So whichever is required, just you can refer the same. Okay. This is implement. Again, implementation guides would be available here. So this is moreover again, procure this functional team, and this administer. So the administer here we are going to refer import data. The administer section we are going to refer import data. Get started with file-based data import. So whichever you have seen the REST APIs and the SOAP web services and the everyday process. These are three patterns are related for inbound interfaces. Inbound interfaces nothing but we are pushing the data from legacy systems to your cloud Oracle system. Okay. Inbound patterns or inbound interfaces nothing but same as your on-premise concept. Just we are pushing the data from legacy systems to your cloud Oracle system. Okay. So these are your everyday patterns. So especially for our cloud system, Oracle is introduced a new concept, file-based data import. Okay, this which is file-based data import is nothing but a spreadsheet related concept. Oracle is provided Excel for each business entity. Here the business entity is nothing but either it could be journals or invoices or receivables or budgetary control, cash management, financials for EMEA. This is general ledger. So whatever it may be, lease accounting and the payables, the business entity could be anything here. For example, this is my general ledger. In the general ledger, I have 4 sub-entities are available. So one of the entity is journal import. This is my journal import everyday process. And this is your spreadsheet, XLSM. When you click on the same here, it will download one of the spreadsheet to our local machine. It will download one of the spreadsheet to the local machine. Okay. In this spreadsheet, we need to populate our inbound data, and Oracle is provided a set of instructions in order to push this data to our Oracle system. Okay. This is everyday process where you can find your downloads, sheets, and in this sheet, you need to populate the data. Like this, Oracle will provide a sample data for us. Simply we need to wipe this data and you need to populate your actual data, and Oracle will provide a set of instructions for us in order to push this data to your Oracle system. Okay, this is all about everyday process. You can find everyday's information. Now this is configure and extend. This is moreover for personalization. If you want to go for page template personalization, so on so personalizations, you can go for configure and extend. And if you want to configure the flex fields and infolets not required for us. Moreover, you concentrate on flex fields. That is, I will show you how to create. This is analyze and report. This is moreover for reports and analytics. Nothing but your BAP reports and your OTBA reports and your financial reports, financial reporting center, and your BAP reports and your OTBA reports. All your reporting content you can find here. For example, I want to see the financial standard reports. I want to see the financial standard reports. Here is just you can see general ledger reports, payable reports, and the receivable reports. Use other financial cloud report. Just click on the use payable reports. You can find payables related reports here. For example, payables. Again, I have invoices, payments, prepayments, and so on. So just click on the invoices here. You can find your invoice related standard reports content. You can see here. This is import payables invoice report, one of the standard report. You can find the overview and you can see sample output here. And if you have any parameters, you can find the parameters here. And you can see some frequent asked questions here. This is payables invoice aging report. parameters are not associated. Just you can find, your, standard reports information you can find here. The same with general ledger reports and so on. So this is your financial reporting center, nothing but Hyperion tool. Simply an Hyperion tool is integrated with our Fusion application. Okay, Hyperion is a tool, also one of the Oracle product. Okay, especially by using Hyperion tool, you can develop a very complex GL reports very easier way with help of Hyperion tool. So what did Oracle? Simply Oracle is added Hyperion tool with our Oracle application, nothing but the cloud application, since we are in a cloud model, SaaS model. Okay. So this is, and the same way, if you want to see any security for your reports, I want to security view setup reports and view financial analysis reports. So if you want to see any reports information, you can find here. Okay, this is created analytics, edit the analytics. Analytics is nothing but your OTBA reports, Oracle Transactional Business Intelligence. You want to find, OTBA related information, you can find, see here. Okay. Now, in the same way, if you want to use any flex fields into analytics, so how the flex fields could be enabled against your analytics, nothing but each subject area you can find from here. This is secure. How to implement a security for each financials. Financials here, security reference for common futures, security reference for Oracle Financials Cloud, security reference for Oracle Accounting Hub Cloud. Okay. So how to implement the security? Just you can find the security guides. For example, this is security reference for Oracle Financial Cloud. So here you can find all the roles information, and each role you can find the sub roles. Okay, that is, we'll see very in detail. This is security related information, and this is, create the users and provision roles and how to, manage with users, you can find here. This is integrate. So again, integrate section, you can find a separate REST APIs and web services section here. A separate web services and REST API. The same URL should be open the same here. So other than this, just navigate to API and schema here. At the last, you can see schema, tables and views for common futures and tables and views for financials. This is the place where you can find your table information. Other than this, you cannot find any other provision. Oracle is not provided any other provision to find your tables information. Either you can go through your docs.oracle.com or you can find from r_objects. By using a table, select star from r_objects where object name is so and so your keyword. Otherwise, just you can go for table and views in for financials or procurement or human capital management or supply chain, whatever it may be. Just you can select your respective module and select your tables here. Just you can go to the tables information here. This is tables and views for financials. Since our SaaS model doesn't support for PL/SQL, the reason Oracle is hidden the complete PL/SQL information for us. Okay, since we are not referring any PL/SQL, we are in a SaaS model. So there is no way to create any PL/SQLs here. The reason you are not able to see the standard PL/SQL packages itself. Okay, only you can find tables and views for your respective module. Okay, now, so for example here, this is general ledger. This is general ledger tables and views. Just click on general ledger tables here. You can see the complete tables and views information here. GL access sets here. This is schema is the Fusion. However, in R12 application, what is the schema? App schema, the standard schema apps. Here you can see the schema is the Fusion schema. This is object owner GL. Object type is a table. And this is our primary key. You can find the primary key information. And this is column, data type, and the length and precision and not null. You can find the constraints and you can find some of the descriptions. Okay. The same way, you can find the dependencies, the foreign keys, how this table is going to for another table, how this table is joined with another table is nothing but GL access sets to GL period sets. There is a period set name. The same way GL access set normal assigned to GL access sets, there is an access set ID. There is a GL ledgers and GL access set, there is an implicit access set ID. This is the common column. You can add these two tables with help of foreign keys. Okay. And this is indexes and rest of you can find all your tables here. So this is all about your reference manuals for your SaaS application. Any doubts, any clarifications here, anyone?
Hello.
Yep.
Like in e-business, we are going to find any views or tables from the page, like if it is about this page. So are
There is
these
no
for
concept. Yeah, there is no concept for about this page here, since we are in a complete, ADF pages.
okay? So there's only way we can find the table views from here in the
Yeah,
document.
here itself, or you can go through the same select start from R_objects.
All underscore object.
Right.
And also, what is the difference between normal reports and the Hyperion reports?
IPN reports, especially for only GL reports, GL financial statements. The cube system is available. Database here for normal reports, we do have the transactional database. Whenever you are entering some records, it will automatically save into your reports, save into your tables, and immediately you are directly connecting to the table and trying to fetching the data, right? For normal reports.
Yes.
Transactional concept. Whereas the Hyperion tool is nothing but it's a S-based cube system. There is a space cube system concept is available. The functionality people will create a couple of cubes for your GL financial statements, and they are trying to store the data in the cubes. We are trying to fetching the data from the cubes, and you can develop your Hyperion reports, which is very complex reports. You can develop very easily here.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And Vijay, one more thing, because in this cloud application, we don't have access to APIs and interface tables, right?
Yes. Yes.
So if we have the DBCS access, in that case
No.
also.
DBCS access nothing but the database cloud service is nothing but again it would be a custom database.
Okay.
A custom database. You can create your own custom DB objects over there.
Oh, okay.
Connect or you cannot see any data related to your SaaS application. That is complete the custom concept. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So everything we have to do using these web services.
Yeah, web services, REST APIs, either BAP reports. These are three ways if you want to push the data or pull the data. If you want to, push the data, everyday process will come into picture. If you want, pull the data, these BAP reports or web services. Okay.
Okay. Okay. I got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Now. So mostly we will navigate this reference manual, especially for the tables, REST APIs and web services. Whereas web services you can find from Developer Connect. Yesterday I have shown, right, the Developer Connect from the tools. The tools you can find the Developer Connect. The Developer Connect you can find all your web services. But the REST APIs you can find from the reference manual itself. There is no other provision to find the REST APIs. Whereas web services, Oracle is provided two provisions for us. One is the reference manual. The same information you can find from Developer Connect. Okay. The table information, you can go through the reference manual. If you want to see in detail table information, the only way reference manual, just I want to find the table name, just you can go for the R_objects and try to search your table name. Okay. So now, as part of our training, first we'll see what are the topics I'm going to cover in detail and what are the topics we're going to see topic by topic. Okay. First we'll see the security and roles. First we'll see the security and roles. Then after, BAP reports. Then after everyday process. So with help of this BAP reports and everyday process, we'll start OIC. This is most important. OIC need to concentrate and you need to more practice, more, put more efforts in OIC. Only with effort you will gain the knowledge. I'm insisting here. You need to practice more and more, especially for the OIC. Whereas BAP security and especially everyday process and this BAP report, these are the common. Just you can attend the session. If you do not the practice also, just you can, you have some knowledge, right? You can work on this process, no issues. Just you can, as a technical, you need to have how to create a user. You need to know how to create a user, how to assign the roles and how to customize the roles and all. You can, you need to know by using security and roles. But real time, we did not get any chance to work on the security and roles. A dedicated functional team or onshore team will take care of security and roles. Very less chances, you need to create a custom role and you need to assign to your user. In real time, we do not have a security console. We do not have any sysadmin access from our okay. If you want to add anything against your user, please whoever has the security console. Okay. If anyone is not talking, can you please mute yourself? I think okay. This is everyday process and OIC. Then after we'll see the OTBA reports. OTBA reports. Sorry. OIC. Then after VBCS, ECS, and is HCM, HDL, and HCM, HDL inbounds, HCM outbounds. These are also most important. Nowadays, all the clients are migrating from these on-premise systems to your ERP or to your cloud application. This is also most important. If you're not aware of this HCM concept, you need to gain the knowledge on this. We do get n number of opportunities on HCM side. So again, we'll see OIC HCM. Here we can see the normal OIC integrations or financial examples and all in the OIC. Here we can see the OIC with the HCM. Okay. And then after we'll see the OTBA reports and these customization and FRS reports. So this is our topics here. For security and roles, around we need 2 hours. For BAP reports, around we need 8 hours. Everyday process, we need 5 hours. OIC, we need 10 hours. And VBCS, just 1 hour. And the PCS, 1 hour. This VBCS, 2 hours. HCM, HDL, inbound, we need 3 hours. Outbound, 2 hours. And OIS, HCM, again 2 hours. And OTBA reports, it's 3 hours. And the customizations, it would be 3 hours. And the FRS reports, it would be 2 hours. So this is approx around, we are following 43 hours. It may be increase or decrease, depends on our, in detail explanation. Okay. So this is our topic wise agenda. Anyone wants to add anything here? If you feel I miss on so topic, almost I am covering 100%, I feel 100% I'm covering all the technical topics here, whichever we are in SaaS application. So whichever freshers are there, freshers, do you have the concept of SQL, right? You know the knowledge of SQL, the basic SQL.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So all the freshers just have a knowledge in the SQL, right?
Yes, sir.
If you have an SQL, it's nice to have. Otherwise, it's not possible to understand the BAP reports, all these processes. At least you need to have a knowledge of SQL. A simple SQL is required. How to join the tables, how to fetch the data, how to add this where by, group by, and so on. So
Yeah,
Yes,
sir.
yes,
Correct,
yes,
sir.
sir. Does have. Okay, nice to see. Nice to hear. Okay. So this is our topic 5. First, we'll see the security and roles. Okay. Let me download one document from our end. First, we'll see one PPT, how the roles will be categorized into our SaaS application. Since this is a complete new concept in our SaaS application, this is not adapted from anywhere. Since Hyperion application is adapted from Hyperion tool, and OTBI reports are adapted from your OBI tool, but security and roles is complete a new concept which is introduced in our SaaS application in R13. Okay, just I'm stopping my screen. I will download one of document.
Hello, Vijay.
Yes.
Abhishek here. Any concept related to fast formulas in HCM?
Yeah, fast formulas are missing. Fast formulas around we can have 1 hour.
Okay.
Okay. Just
Okay.
we'll see high level.
Okay.
Since it is complete functional knowledge, right?
Okay.
Okay. First, we'll see the roles. How the roles will be categorized. So, what is the roles and so on. So what is the role? A role is some kind of privilege that you can assign to the user, allowing them to perform certain type of actions in the application. A role is some kind of privilege, nothing but what are the action you need to perform on basis of the application. For an application, what are the action you need to perform? For that action, we can say as a privilege. The privilege we are going to assign to the respective users. Okay, that is a role. So here, the roles are category. The top level role is job role. The top level role is a job role. So the EBS concept, right? This responsibility, the request group, and the menus and functions and forms. The same we will categorize later. Now this is a job level role, is a top level role. Here, these are also known as enterprise roles. These roles get mapped to 1 or more duty roles. Okay. All job roles can be mapped to 1 or more duty roles, because a person that takes a job in a company, then they are meant to perform several duties. Okay. For example, you are hired into one of the organization. So on what purpose you are hired to the one of the organization? In order to perform some duties, nothing but you are into Oracle technical developer. Your duty is your designation is Oracle technical developer, is nothing but you are trying to perform your technical related technology application duties. For example, a HR recruiter job will have duty to scan resume submitted and place an offer to the individual. The name of this role has the suffix underscore job. In our SaaS application, all your job roles you can find underscore job. In our SaaS application, you can find all your job roles with ends with suffix underscore job. Some examples are accounts payables manager job, general ledger accounting manager job. Job roles are referred to external roles. So this is job level role. So as I said, job roles can contain 1 or more duty roles. Here, these are all known as application roles. Duty roles is nothing but application roles, and duties are performed by the individuals against whichever duties is assigned to the respective user. Examples are, if you see here, invoice creation duty, invoice approval duty, GL journal entry duty, GL journal approval duty, and GL journal posting duty, etc. It is like saying to a new staff that you can perform XYZ duties within your job, or it's your duty to perform XYZ things in your organization. All the duty roles are ends with underscore duty in your SaaS application. Okay, jobs are underscore job, the duties are underscore duty. Okay. These are abstract roles. These are known as enterprise roles again. These are called special roles. Abstract role is nothing but a special kind of role. Okay. These are roles are associated with the user, irrespective of the job they perform within an enterprise, irrespective of the job. Okay. Therefore, abstract roles are at a higher level spanning various jobs, and hence their name is abstract. Abstract roles represent a worker's role in the enterprise independently of the job that the worker is hired to do. For example, you are joined in one of the organization. Let's organization is implementation of your Oracle, cloud application for your employee tracking or employees information. Nothing but HCM application is implemented for your organization. So whenever a new person is hired, okay, immediately you need to get a option to enter the timesheets, right? Timesheets. So how will you get an access for timesheets? Nothing but there is an abstract role is available, employee abstract role. When you assign an employee abstract role, you will get a powerful special roles or special access to against your user, irrespective of job roles and duty roles. Okay. When you assign an employee role, obviously you will get a timesheet access by default. In the same way, you will get a special kind of access when you assign an employee role. We'll see what are special kind of roles we would get when assigned to the user. Okay. So likely we do have employee abstract role, worker, nothing but, terminate an employee worker role, and something line manager and contingent worker. Employee abstract role, line manager abstract role, and contingent worker roles. These are abstract roles would be available. So when you assign this employee abstract role, what are the access you will get by default? And when you assign line manager, when you assign contingent worker. So what is the contingent worker? What is the line manager? Line manager is nothing but I am an employee. So my manager is, I am an employee, my name is A. So I have a manager. I need a timesheet approver, right? In order to approve my timesheet, nothing but my manager is B. Nothing but whichever this manager we call as the line managers, especially for approve the timesheets. Line manager and contingent workers. Contingent worker is nothing but it's the contract employee for an organization. Contingent worker is nothing but a contract employee for an organization. Okay, these are abstract roles we do have. We'll see very in detail from manual, reference manual, what are the options we will get when you assign this employee, line manager, and contingent worker roles to the user. By default, we will add employee role to the user. For any user, we will add an employee abstract role. So here, if you see a data role, a job role, abstract role, and duty role. Other than we do have a data role also. Data role is nothing but moreover, we will work on the data side. Okay. So each role can inherit with another role. For example, job role. A job role may inherit other job roles. A job role may inherit an abstract role. A job role must inherit a duty role. This is mandatory. An abstract role must inherit a duty role. A data role may inherit an abstract role. The way all roles will be shuffled from one role to another role. If you compare with a few your EBS application, the Fusion, this is EBS. This is top level role is job level. This in the same way you have the top level role, top level access in your EBS is responsibility. You can compare job level role is nothing but responsibility. The duty role you can compare menu and sub menu. The privilege role will contain the form function. Again, this duty role can contain the privilege role. Okay, the privilege role can contain the form access viewer. The ADF form access you can find in the privilege role. This privilege role you can find against your duty role. This duty role we are assigning to the job role. And the job role we are assigning to the user. The same way, you can assign a specific duty role to the user. You can assign an independent privilege role to the user if you want to get a specific access, specific form access. When you assign job role is nothing but it's contain n number of duty roles. You will get a couple of more and more access to your user. I want to get an only invoice approval access, or I want to see invoices only. So then you can go for a specific privilege role and you can assign to the your user against then at the moment the job level duty role will not come into picture. Job level can contain n number of privilege access. Nothing but job roles contain duty role contains n number of privilege roles. So likely job role is responsibility, duty role is a menu and submenu, privilege role is a form function. The data role is the data restriction. There is no MOVAC concept in our SaaS application. Okay, there is no multi-org access control concept here. Everything is restricted with help of data roles. The security context will come into picture. With help of security context, you need to assign which data you require against your module. For example, I want to see supplier data, or I want to see XYZ business unit invoices data. Then you need to assign XYZ business unit with help of data role against your user, so that you are able to see XYZ business unit data on your invoice screen. Okay. This is function security and the data security. Moreover, data roles. Function security is a statement of what actions you can perform on which user interface pages. Data security is a statement of what actions can be taken against which data. Is data related. Function security controls access to user interfaces and actions needed to perform the tasks of a job. For example, accounts payable manager can view the invoices. The accounts payable manager role, the account payables manager role provision to the accounts payable manager authorize access the functions required to view invoices. The data security control access to data. In this example, I want to assign a specific business unit to the specific user. The accounts payable manager for the North American commercial operation can view the invoices in the North American business unit. Okay. So this is more of a data security. Function security is very less priority here. So there is a requirement will come in order to customize your roles. There is a requirement will come in order to customize your roles. So how we are going to customize our standard roles, or how we are going to customize your complete a new custom role. There is a scenario. There is a security in chief. Let's say Mr. Security, responsible for taking care of all security measurements in your organization. He needs to be given authority to terminate any employee caught violating security guidelines. In Oracle terminology, he needs to be given a new role to be able to terminate any employee within your organization. Okay, if any violations would be happen, he will get an authority to terminate an employee. We need to assign an access to Mr. Security in order to terminate the employee if any violations would be happen, or if any security guidelines will be breached. Okay. Now the function to terminate employee is already available with a few seeded roles or standard roles like manager and HR specialist. Okay. This terminate employee access will come along with your manager and HR specialist standard roles. But you cannot assign them to Mr. Security as using standard role manager. He would be able to terminate only people falling under the manager hierarchy. If I assign the manager role to the Mr. Security, okay. So always manager is nothing but we are assigning to a single manager to your user, right? So only you can assign, you can, terminate the employee, whoever is falling against your manager. Okay, so he would be able to terminate only people falling under the manager hierarchy. You cannot also assign another seeded role HR specialist to Mr. Security as it comes with many other powerful things along with the termination. If you add an HR specialist role to the user along with your terminate employee access, you will get an other special powerful things like approve the timesheet, so and so access will get by HR specialist, your Mr. Security. So the only option to create a new custom role when only for terminating an employee and assigned to Mr. Security. Okay, the only option is you need to create a custom role and you can assign a specific privilege, terminate employees. You can create a custom role. Against the custom role, just you can add a privilege role, which is terminate employee, and add this custom role to your user, Mr. Security, so that Mr. Security will get an access for only to terminate an employee. Okay. This is all about roles, a brief introduction of the roles: job role, duty role, and data role, and privilege role, and abstract role. Okay. Tomorrow we'll see, how to create a user, and we will play with some, users roles and all. First, we create what are the default roles would be we need to add, and how the application would be behave when we add one by one role. We'll see the default roles, without default roles, and we'll see specific application roles, and we'll see how to add a specific access. Not only the complete application access, I need a specific application access. That is, we'll see very in detail with the live scenarios. Okay, so that's it for today. Any doubts? Anyone has any doubts? Any clarifications?
Yeah, hi Vijay, Arvind here.